welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah. Lookout weekend.
Here we
Good
come.
stuff coming. That's right.
Fun.
Who sang that song? Lookout weekend.
Debbie Deb.
Debbie Deb. Is that the woman we knew? Did we know her?
She actually came in here. Yeah.
Yeah, she came in studio a while ago. That was when we were back at Wild. She did that. She was in our
Okay.
studio for, I don't remember why. She knew somebody.
She
think.
knew
Kat,
Kit.
right?
Kit.
Yeah.
Kit.
Kit.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
She knew Kit from KVJ Nation.
That's right. Yeah, that was probably like 2012. That was probably like 11
It's
years
been a
ago.
minute.
And am I wrong to say that song, Lookout Weekend, does that have South Florida ties to it?
Yeah. I think she's from Miami or lived in Miami.
Because when I was a little kid, they would bump that shit all the time. That one and, was it Spring Love?
That was Stevie B.
I heard that so much as a kid.
It was the freestyle. It was a style of music, and it was really big in Miami.
But that did creep up to Palm Beach County as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Because Y100 was big as a little kid.
It was everywhere, but it was really kind of coming out. You had, it was kind of like the Miami Vice era, Miami Sound Machine. You had, what was it? They did Point of No Return, drawing a blank on their name, girl group, and they were really good.
Escape? No. I
No.
want to take you to the point.
You're taking me to the point of no return.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was, I don't know.
You would put
I'll
that,
find
Would
it.
you put that under freestyle?
Yes.
Yeah.
And freestyle meaning what? It's just...
It was just the style of music. It was those kind of, I don't know why it got the expose, was it? Yeah, they
Expose.
did. Yeah, they had Come Go With Me, oh, make you feel right. That was in 1987. Yeah, so they had a bunch of stuff. It was just kind of the style of music that it was. And Debbie Deb was in it, Stevie B.
Because it reminds me of skating rink music.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. I mean, if you grew up in that era, which that is, our era. Latin freestyle, that's a big part of it.
It's crazy how popular skating rinks were and skating just in general in the culture, how it was. And you don't really ever see shit about skating. Mm-hmm. Is it dead?
It's not like it was. It's not
Yeah.
dead.
Young kids, they're really not going to skating rinks and doing all kinds of
my
stuff.
son's 15, and there's not been anything going on in a skating rink that he's wanted to do. It's never come up.
I wonder why that's all of a sudden just said, nah, fuck skating.
Well, I think it was a whole thing. We didn't have as many options, and then I think a big part of it was the music. So it talks about freestyle music, and it's kind of like Latin freestyle, Latin hip hop, electronic dance music. Came out of New York City, was big in Philadelphia, Miami, primarily among Hispanic Americans and Italian Americans. So you think about the connection too with New York and Miami, and so that's why those were the two of the biggest hubs for the freestyle movement. And I think that's why Debbie Deb, TKA, Lil Susie, Lisa. We were talking about just had a birthday. Somebody text all that in.
I just think sometimes, and I'm terrible at it, skating can be fun.
Oh, totally.
And I don't think anyone does it.
I was always so jealous. I've never been good at any of the cool stuff like the cool kids would do. And I remember we used to go, we had a little skating rink that we would do. And I remember wearing my new jams. They're Ocean Pacific.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's big.
Went to the skate rink, and there were some of them motherfuckers that were skating backwards and doing all kinds of shit.
And there was always that hot couple that they would skate together and they would skate backwards, and everyone knew not to fuck around with them. They kind of ran the court.
It was always some skinny rat-looking dude that was just freaking amazing on them skates and was just out there showing off.
But confidence galore.
I'm that goober that's holding onto the rails and still falling.
That same dipshit.
Yeah. Just so embarrassing. I hated skate. I hated anything that made you look cool.
You're just out there trying to touch a titty. Nothing's happening. coming.
Yeah.
It didn't stop my dumb ass from keeping going back out there and
I know.
falling.
I was the same way.
It was so fun though. I'm still so shitty at it and want to do it.
And that rat-looking motherfucker made it look so easy too.
He did.
Just swimming in it.
Yeah, just kind of crazy.
We've talked about doing a KVJ skate party, which I think would be so amazing. Put like a live freestyle music group in the middle of the ring and we all just skate around them. How fun would that be?
It would be so fun, but with the amount of alcoholics and weed heads, not only just in this room.
Falling. Can you imagine the snapped wrists?
But that are in the nation that would want. There ain't no way we could do that event without people getting fucking turned in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then busting their ankles.
We'd have to do it at 9 a.m.
Didn't we just have a meeting on Wednesday about events and getting insurance for them and the
Yep.
difficulties of today?
It's so hard to insure anything anymore.
you
I'm
imagine
sure
if we
corporate
said-
would love this.
So we want our aging audience to drink a lot and then put on skates.
Look, I'm not judging it because I am that audience. Those are my people, but my people are going to get us sued.
Yeah. Break that down to our legal department.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I don't think it is.
The dream
No.
is dead.
When
Yeah.
you really think about it,
I just realized it.
with all this shit and red tape,
Oh, the dream is dead, Kevin.
but that's why you do off renegade type shit. When the unofficial official event.
Yeah, they walked through how you have to do things now. It's
You
just,
can't do anything.
You legally have to bob and weave to make sure that the liability doesn't come back on you. So it's a different world.
But if Bird goes on Facebook Live one day and says, "Hey, I'm going to go skating. Anyone wants to join me?" Would that still if I did that? If I just went on Facebook Live or something like that and said, I'm going to be at the skating rink, if people came and let's say someone did snap an ankle, do I still get the station in trouble technically?
Did you post it on your personal or the KVJ?
Personal.
You'd be better off there than if you posted on KVJ. If you did, it could look like it's a sanctioned event.
You could have them post it. Look, Jaybird's here. Y'all should come skate with Jaybird. Then you're good. You can't invite people and say, hey, I'm Jaybird. I'm going skating.
I think I'd still get busted even on personal account.
I think so,
I
too.
think I would get us sued.
Everybody's suing everybody. It's
Damn.
just, it's a different world.
Yeah,
I'll let you know if I ever go skating. I'll tell somebody.
no doubt. Yeah. Earlier on the regular show, we did a raise your hand poll, and we said, ever stolen money? 40% of us did. I'd raise my hand. I'm not, I'm trying to think like if there was cash that I'd ever stolen, and I don't have recollections of that. I do remember I used to do a lot of shoplifting for sport when I was, mullet Kev back in the day. It used to be what I would do to entertain myself. We would go to the River Valley Mall, and I would actually have my friends watch me. I'd be like, "Oh, watch! I'm gonna steal something." They're like, "No, you're not." And then we'd walk out of the store, and they're like, "You didn't do it, dude." I'm like, and I pull stuff out, like, "No way! How'd you do it?" Because it was just that was my trick. I'd steal a lot of CDs. You could steal CDs in the day and shirts and things
Mullet
like that.
Kev?
Mullet Kev,
Gosh,
yeah.
you are such a dirtbag.
Just an asshole.
Dirtbag dick.
Yeah. Scalping concert tickets that weren't mine. But I don't necessarily remember stealing actual cash, but I did do a lot of thievery things.
I've definitely when I was younger, I stole some stuff. I would do drunk stealing, but I would steal, for example, if McDonald's or Burger King would have a croissant, like a paper sign,
Yeah,
like 2 for
okay.
1 croissants. I would take that and then hang it on my wall. But yeah, I'd never stole money.
I think you'd raise your hand. Do you remember stealing actual money, Virginia?
Yeah, I would always try to take a little change from my mom because
Okay.
she had a giant change purse in
Oh,
her
right.
purse. And I would want candy bars when I was a young girl back in my day.
Yeah.
A candy bar was $0.25 and then it was 2 cents tax. So if you could scare up 27 cents, you could get a candy bar. And I knew exactly when I had enough change to be able to haul my little ass down to the Time Saver convenience store and get a few candy bars. I would pocket coins all week, and then I would go take and get some candy bars. I was
Okay.
shady. I was real shady.
Okay.
And now, whenever I find money around the house, I don't ask whose it is anymore. I just take it. If the kids drop $1, oh well, kid. Tough lesson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to me, if kids are leaving money around and
Yeah.
you're the parents,
Right.
I'm in charge.
Because I know y'all are probably stealing from me like I did from my mom. I'm just trying to even the playing field.
Yeah.
Virginia was the only one that raised her hand for a cry within the last month. That was you, Virginia.
Oh my gosh. TikTok makes me cry probably like once a week. There'll be something on TikTok that'll just move me and I will just bawl like a baby.
I get it. Yeah, last time I get to the point of like I'll start to choke up and then I try to shut it all down before the actual tears started flowing.
No emotions. Must not have emotions.
I don't like getting there. I don't like getting there. It's too far for me.
You know what? You'd probably feel better if you locked yourself in a room. No one has to know about it, and you just fucking wept for an hour. You would probably feel amazing.
Okay. So how do you? I always need a trigger though. I can't just sit there and start crying.
I'll punch you. No.
Okay.
In the dick.
Right.
Operation 300. Watching that video is the last time that I actually.
Oh yeah, that'll get you.
Man, oh man, that really, and that's we ran the part of the interview with Adam Baldwin, one of their co-founders, on that. Gosh, that gets me, man. That's something. If you missed the interview, please go check it out, and you got to watch their video if you want the cry. It's great, beautiful charity he and his wife Tara had started. Her brother lost his life. He was in SEAL Team 6. That's the ones that freaking nixed Sodom. Or not Sodom. Yeah, not Sodom. It was Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
Yeah, SEAL Team 6 took him out. But he was in a helicopter crash and lost his life, and he had 2 young kids.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and they're just like, you're growing up now without a parent, a dad a lot of times. And, what do? You think about all those things. And that's what the whole video is. And it's, some of these moms that they lost their husbands. And they're like, just the beauty of these guys stepping in and saying, now we're going to take the place of your father, or in some cases it is the mom, and do that. So yeah, you watch that video. Good Lord.
Yeah, animal stuff can make me fucking.
Oh, no doubt.
That is the last time I probably cried. I was talking about Chewy, and it's still hard for me to even talk about that dog. It's weird, man.
Yeah,
it is very bizarre.
No, I hear you. That's the animals are amazing as well. And we also talked about fantasizing about a friend's significant other. 60%. 3 of the 5 of us raised our hand on that.
Yeah, I was friends with a guy. Then we had a falling out, and I didn't like him anymore. But his girlfriend was really hot, and yeah, I totally tugged it.
Tugged it to your girl.
Yeah, I tugged it to your girl.
Yeah, mine's all the way back in high school, but I had that situation.
When's the last time you tugged it?
I don't know.
You don't remember the last time you tugged it? It's been a minute then.
No. I
Is it too personal?
No, it's not personal. I talk about it all the time. But no, I try to do it. I try to do it regularly. I don't even know if it's true or if it's a guy who's trying to justify his masturbating. But they had said, especially as you get older, that it's good for the prostate. Guys need to milk it.
Yeah, but I hope you're not just doing it just for let's clean out the pipes because it's medical. I want you to enjoy your tug time.
Oh, I enjoy it, but no, honestly, the main motivation is, that's sad to say, it is medical.
That's fucking awful.
It's kind of sad in a weird way, isn't it? It's terrible.
When you like Kevin just to say no because it feels good, Bert.
It does, so I don't mind it. It's not like it's a chore. There's other things I do for health that I don't look. If I had to rank what I do for health, but I don't even know if it's a real stat. I saw it one time. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
All right, yeah, I just
Yeah. And then also had relations with more than one person in a day. Again, mullet Kev back in the day. That was mine. I was part of the 60% that said yes on that. One girl dumped me. I went back to my ex in the same day.
Whoa, just
to show her. I'm like, yeah, I just,
Did she care?
No, fuck no. I don't want you anyway. Why do you think I dumped you?
Go do whatever you want.
Yeah. I'll show her. I didn't want you anyway. What do you think I dumped you? Big dummy.
Ralston Rod.
Yeah. A lot of very questionable things. Who else raised their hand on that?
I think
I did.
I remember
Yes.
Yeah, Virginia. When was your era?
Well, whenever I've been single.
Okay.
And, most of my life I've been in a relationship with somebody. So when I'm in a relationship, I'm good. But when I get out there and I'm single, all bets are off. I do whatever the fuck I want.
So did you have sex with 2 different people at 2 different times, or was it a threesome, or was
both?
In the same day? So there's a sixsome?
No, not in the same
Good
day,
Lord.
but on different occasions.
I still have one hole open. Who wants it?
Carrie, you got to stop saying those things in that southern voice.
You just made him hard.
You know you give the bird a bone
You're
piece.
very conflicted.
Now
We're talking about Virginia's hole, but the voice kind of got you.
Let me know next time so I can close my eyes and really drift away.
Okay, all right.
you'll be what he thinks about later when he touches his pod.
Go on. No, please. Tell us about your...
No, I'm good.
All right.
The sixsome.
I told you.
All right. And Denny's, I think you talked about yours once
Yeah.
before.
But go real
I did the
slow.
old-
And we haven't heard any saxophone.
The old,
Oh, yeah, right.
did the old 3-piece on the old trampoline back in the day.
Okay.
If the trampolines are bouncing,
Yeah, I was at a party, and we were all sitting on the trampoline, and just it kind of evolved into it. So
Just happened, huh? All right.
yeah,
look at you.
back in the good old days.
Tramp on a trampoline.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet Denny's, not so sweet.
Oh man, but back then it's so different because if that happened nowadays, everybody'd have phones out. You know, you would know that would be on social media. You'd have to get one of those wind-up camera phones. Have to somehow have that on hand and take photos of that.
It'd be a scandal in your school.
That's
It'd be a whole thing.
I don't know if I could do it because same type of thing. We did one of these before where you were talking about skinny dipping or something.
Yeah.
And streaking. That used to be just stuff you did back then at parties and whatnot. There was
can't
no
do it
cameras.
now.
Yeah, there was no cameras then.
10 phones would come out and your life would be ruined if you did that now.
Those activities are just probably gone now, right? Gone by the wayside.
Lot, yeah. Every year, life gets less fun.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You're 1 year closer to death.
No one wants to see us streak anyway.
No, I mean, I'm definitely not in this day and age, but I'm saying back if, I was a teenager now, I just don't
Right.
think those activities could really go on anymore.
Just think about, and you're talking about more of the salacious carnal kind of stuff, but any just
Spin the
buffoonery-
bottle. Do they still play those games too? Spin the bottle or Truth
question,
and Dare,
yeah.
any of that stuff?
They do still play games.
You guys want to play a game?
Are they way different now?
Do they have rules amongst the young people where they're like, all phones have to be put away?
No way. We remember that no one ever goes to that. No one ever sticks to that rule. People always film, always.
Always, even at comedy clubs, somebody sneaking a phone in there.
They're trying at least. Sometimes they get you.
Do you have a boner right now, Kev? Is that why you're kind of...
He
He's
can't
just
focus.
finishing jerking
He
off.
sounds like he's not focused right now.
No, I've got to piss so bad.
You do.
I saw you
do.
twice get denied.
Gosh.
And there's nothing worse.
The cleaning lady and I are back on a terrible schedule. Like I don't have time during the show to go, and so I run out right afterwards. And she was in there cleaning, and I'm like, all right. So I went through all the emails and everything. I'm like, I'm gonna go. It was about 15, 20 minutes later. She's still in there. That's why we started late too. And I'm like, all right, I got my legs crossed so hard right
So
now.
my boy's trying to do a podcast. He has to pee, and he's got a bone piece. That is no place to be
So,
mentally.
it might be a pee boner though. I don't know.
That's how you stop yourself from pissing, though. I always heard they said if you want to make yourself not piss, get horny. That way you don't piss.
Or
Really?
vice
Okay.
versa. If you don't want to come, go pee. Or
Yeah, works both ways.
What came first, the egg or the hen?
Getting really deep.
So deep.
I got an email here from Drew. He said you guys were talking about subscribing on YouTube, and I wanted to mention, because some older people might not know, that subscribing is free, and when you subscribe, it also lets you know when KVJ goes live or even posts. Also, every time somebody subscribes, it pushes KVJ's channel to 50 different users. When someone likes the video, it sends it out to over 60 YouTube account homepages. Liking the video genuinely does make differences. So I recommend everybody subscribes. Sometimes on my YouTube homepage, I get blessed with a 10-year-old witch in Boston MTV crib videos.
Yeah, we always feel bad always throwing that down everyone's throat, but the comments and the likes really do help us out greatly.
They do, yeah.
If it's low on that, the video dies a horrible death.
Yeah, we really need to grow those digital platforms. So that's why we're trying to get there. And Bird had talked about, hey, if we get to, or when we get to 30,000 subscribers, we're 1,700 away, he's going to cut his hair.
Did we move? Did that even move the needle?
No, not at all.
Jeez.
We actually
man.
lost.
No one gives a fuck.
Unsubscribed.
Now, if you and Kevin would put on that tiny little mankini and groom the pubes, I think that might move the needle.
I don't.
Manscaping, watch me get ready for work.
No,
Yeah.
I think if we did a 69 contest,
How do you do a contest for that?
well, that's what we got to work
The
on.
first one that
yeah.
comes loses.
You're right.
We have tournament brackets,
Oh my
or we
God.
spin the wheel.
Yikes.
I haven't hit my 69 quota for the week. So
Okay, gotta get him in here fast. Yeah.
that would get us. The witch
Oh,
is
you
like,
guys would hit 30,000.
We gotta do something salacious, but just salacious enough to not get kicked off YouTube. I don't know if they would let us do a 69 contest
69 might be too
not?
far.
or a 69 tournament. It makes it sound a little bit more official.
69 tournament.
People would tune in just to figure out what that meant.
I think it's whoever comes first.
You're right.
Is that what it is?
Come first, you're the loser.
Or are you the winner? If you get someone to come the quickest, I think you go to the next bracket.
If you get them to come.
If you get the person to
But
come
if
the
you
quickest,
come first, you're the loser.
You
get how coming works, right?
No, I do. I think, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I think we could have a couple different events.
He wants there to be a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket.
Can't
We could do a
on.
whole Olympics thing.
Wow. Okay. The
Bunch of-
69 Olympics.
The one brackets would be all the comers and the other ones would be all the holdouts.
If you really sat down and pitched that to management, how quick in the conversation would they be like, Kevin, what are you talking about?
3 minutes, they would think it's real, and then they would start realizing.
You think
that-
it gets to 3 minutes?
Yes.
Do they say anything or do they hear you out? If you don't stop talking, do they interrupt you?
No, that's what I'm saying. At first, they would be paying attention because you got some credibility, but
And then they
then
would be horrified, but they wouldn't know what kind of face to make.
you're right. They wouldn't know how to react because they don't want to diss the
But
idea.
maybe there's a twist here that we're not seeing.
Exactly.
They're trying to think how they can make money off of it.
And then 3 minutes, you said so 3 minutes on the clock is when they finally go, Kevin, what the fuck?
What are you talking about?
All right.
David said, I heard Jay Bird talking about how he can't donate his hair when he does cut it because of the treatments he's had done to it. But what if he makes it an event where KVJ listeners have an auction to win who gets to cut his hair and then the proceeds go to Little Smiles?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm down for whatever is a cool way to do it. I am in.
Okay.
Come shear our sheep.
Yes, but I cannot donate it myself. I know people are like, I tried to talk about it yesterday, but yeah, my hair is just too fucked for anyone to take it, unfortunately. I have looked into it as well.
Okay.
Unless someone knows another organization, I'm all for it. I just had a keratin treatment to it that they don't like. They can't use it after that.
It's been chemically processed
Yes.
a lot.
A lot.
It's not just one keratin treatment. It's been through a lot.
And then with the movie, all kind of stuff. There's all kind of there's dyes and blood and fuck.
Okay.
shit.
I almost said shit.
During that
He's like-
69 tournament, it got a bunch of cum in it.
Yeah, automatic DQ is poop.
Oh yeah, all games are off.
Got a text here. Somebody said that, someone I know also mentioned not being able to see the KVJ TV chat room the other day. If they're on YouTube in the Chrome or Safari browser instead of the app, then they won't see the chat room. They need to be on the YouTube app to be on the chat room if they're doing this from their phone.
I think you could do it from the browser as well. There's like a little arrow you can click.
Okay.
But yeah, you do have to be subscribed, and make sure you ring that bell because they kind of added that. It used to be all just under the umbrella of subscribing, but they added that bell feature, and that's where you get all the alerts from.
Denny's is right. They make you jump through a few hoops.
It used to be just one.
Okay. So it's a little easier now?
Yeah.
Now they I think people didn't want a group of people don't want alerts every time a video from a person
Yeah.
they're subscribed to. Otherwise, they're getting hundreds of alerts a
Right.
day. So they give you the option now. If you do want the alerts, you could ask for them.
You're right. An over alert can be. I had to break up with Michael
Who's Michael?
Michael's.
Do we know him?
Michael's
From the 69 tournament.
He's in the tournament.
69 tournament.
He was a 3 seed.
He's a 3 seed. No, Michael's the store. They just blow me up all the time. Like, oh, cool, I got a text message. No, you don't. You got $9 off fucking mittens.
I deactivate all
$9
those.
off mittens, and it's summer in Florida.
And then 10 minutes
Fucking
later.
what the fuck, Michael?
Like, who's blowing me up? Fuck, Michael's another deal that I'm never going to do shit
You can
about.
turn off push alerts.
I turn them all
off.
Every one of them.
The only one I keep on is TMZ because they do give me shit first.
Yeah, you'll get it immediately.
Oh, you know, as soon as somebody dies, and you can tell everybody at the table, and they're like, "What?" I was the first that broke Matthew Perry, just so you know.
Damn.
How many of those alerts do you get in a day?
Maybe about
Does it give
10.
you every alert?
It gives you the big ones, but some of these, this is what I don't like about the TMZ alerts. Now, it'll give me an alert that's already a story that I saw on their page at 5:30 a.m.
Bro.
Which I don't want that, bro. I only want fresh, hot, new, Matthew Perry just died alerts. That's what I want. I don't want like something I've already read on your page. So it's kind of pissing me off a little bit.
Okay, all right.
I only want the freshest, hottest dirt.
I would agree with that. That's why I turn them off. The only ones I have on are KVJ email ones to make sure I can get back to those.
Danny's with the hot take.
Wow.
That's how it goes.
Fuck them alerts.
Dude, you miss an email now. It's the equivalent of missing a phone call,
Oh, yeah.
missing a letter from back in the day.
Hell to pay. Deanna said, I was listening to the BP conversation yesterday on the ATS.
Butt play.
I am a nurse and I take BPs, meaning blood pressures, all the time. But I will never, ever be able to take another BP without thinking about butt plug. Damn it, Jason.
I'm sorry. I ruined BP for you.
Yeah. Drew had sent this in as well. He said, Jaybird was mentioning selling merch. Don't. I love what you guys do now. I have 3 of your merch shirts because I went to a ton of your events. It keeps the merch to the real fans and the true nationers. If you're going to sell anything for money, instead you should keep it small, like cat pervert keychains or 9 out of 10 men golf balls, something random and inside jokey. But I love that we have to come to events to get free stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there is a cool thing with that as well. I get it.
Yeah, one thing that we talked about, we're hoping with the live shows, is having the tour for the year already laid out so you can see what venues we're going to be at and where and when, so you can plan accordingly to come to the one that is closest to your house, and then at that, selling just tour shirts that you can get exclusively when you've come to one of the KVJ Live. So doing things along those lines. So it would have all the dates for the year of the KVJ Live shows.
It is cool though, some of the KVJ Nation that can't get to events, because we got a lot of people that's not in the area. It is cool if there is something digital to get if they want something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So
You know, if you're in Alaska, for example, Denny.
You're not going to be able to get a shirt.
What do you think our Alaska numbers are? Do you think that we got one person in Alaska listening?
I don't know, Alaska, let us know.
Let us know, Alaska.
Are you
Do we
out
have
there?
Alaska with a little ding on the map?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but I bet you somebody listens from Alaska.
We'll find out.
Is would we do well in Alaska if we had to go there as a show? All of us, do we crush it? And I'm talking about both sides of the coin, personally and professionally, or is it just
I don't feel like it's my state.
too cold?
Too cold, too burly.
Yeah, I think it takes a
You're
special.
too much of a
right.
pussy for Alaska.
Well, you
am
can
too big
die
of a pussy
outside.
yeah.
I think
You
this
can
whole-
die outside.
Just being outside could kill you.
I think everyone on the show is too much of a pussy for Alaska.
I am not down with Alaska. I would like to go on a vacation. I'd like to see it, to say I've seen it. My grandma went to Alaska. She loved it. Loved like the whale watching, loved the beautiful landscape.
Because it is beautiful looking.
It's beautiful looking. And yeah, go for like a week, but
Yeah.
I got a lot of other places I want to go before Alaska.
I'd love to watch a show on Alaska.
And you're not even that
I've
confident.
watched half of it.
30 minutes of it.
Actually, probably a 5-minute video on Alaska.
That'll sum it up.
A TikTok video.
I'd really,
So this is
really
Alaska.
thoroughly enjoy that time, though. I got a text here, somebody wanting to know because they got an event this weekend. It's about tipping. I am hosting an event this weekend, and I placed a catering order from a local restaurant, and I'm having it delivered. They are not setting it up. They are just dropping it off. The restaurant is delivering it for free, and the bill is $1,400. What should I tip? Virginia, that'd probably be your field of expertise.
So in this kind of a scenario, I would probably tip... What did you say? It's $1,400.
Yeah.
Like 10%?
Oh shit! Jeez.
Is that $140? Okay, I think that's a little high. I would probably about $75.
All right.
If I'm a cheapskate, I'm a cheapskate. But I'm just telling you, like $75 for a guy to drive a bunch of food seems really fair.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe 5% on an order over $1,000 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially because they're not setting it up and all that. Like, you're going to do that yourself. But he is going to load it in his vehicle, and then he's going to unload it into your place. And it's a mini moving job.
Yeah.
I think 75 would suffice, but what do I know?
Oh, you believe me, if you are off with the numbers,
This
people,
bitch,
you know.
when I have a catering order that big, and I go to the venue and I pick it up myself to save money.
Okay.
If I have it delivered, I would, you have to pay the extra $75. But, I catered a big, huge party not too long ago, and I had a taco bar, and it was fucking big. But I made Panda drive to West Palm and go pick it up.
Man, them beans were good. They were good beans.
But we
man.
tipped the people for packing it and putting it all together. I think we tipped like 10% in the restaurant. I'd rather pick it up myself and tip the people that packed it.
I'm just letting you know, if you need to bring people together, things are fractured in relationships, throw a taco bar together. Throw a taco bar together and just watch things fix.
It just everything comes together.
It really was the hit of this party. These women walked in. I had like 100 chicks in my house, and they were like, "Taco bar, wow!" Like they loved it.
Oh man, something about taco bar. We talk about the power of pizza a lot, which I still very much believe in. But holy shit, a taco bar brings people together as well.
It really does.
Yeah. Well, that's a lesson learned right there. Got an email about the Jimmy Buffett license plate. We were talking about that in the Whacked Out News. Florida is looking to get one. And I didn't realize this. Madison said, we definitely need one because the state of Virginia has one, but Florida doesn't. The hell's going on there?
The state of Virginia has a Jimmy Buffett license plate?
That's what she had said.
Is there a tie there of some sort?
I don't know. Yeah, what is... not that I know of. I mean, the guy's from Mississippi, and... I think he had a home in New York. That's where he passed away. It was kind of up near the Hamptons or something around that area.
So how random is that?
He had a home here. So, yeah, that is random. Virginia. I don't know what their thing is with Buffett. And somebody said you were all asking about Drake and Josh. One of them had a birthday today from that old Nickelodeon show. And Drake...
Josh did.
I think it was Josh Peck had a birthday today. Drake, the other one, he actually got accused of assaulting so many minors that his music tanked. His media team noticed that his music only thrives in Mexico. This is not a joke, by the way.
Do they not like each other? Are they...
Well, so that show, funny enough, Suits and I were talking about it when you guys read it earlier, but on that show, he was, Drake was good looking, skinny, and then Josh was kind of a little frumpier.
He was, yeah.
But they flipped the script. Josh became very physically fit.
Right.
He glowed up, I guess, as the kids say.
Okay.
But then Drake got in trouble for hooking up with somebody underage. And then it happened a couple more times. There was actually just a recent news story earlier this year with him involved in something. So
wow.
Because I just saw something before, maybe like a couple days ago, and the whole thing was saying how they would always act like they were friends, but they aren't. They kind of like the Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. They didn't really like each other a lot either, and everyone thought they were. And that's why really people get annoyed with Corey Feldman, because Corey Feldman likes to act like they were so close, and and I'm not saying that they weren't at times, but not like one would think. Not as, like a me and Denny's.
Yeah, so Drew said here, after all the accusations, he fled to Mexico and now releases only Spanish music and changed his name to Drake Campagna. He now hides in Mexico and drops Spanish music weekly. Josh did the opposite and started thriving. He got connected to David Dobrik years ago and is widely known for spreading joy and being such an amazing father and friend of the community that grew up watching him. Yeah, I think he's done some movies and stuff too. His career's been okay.
Yeah, it's weird. They kind of flipped roles from what their characters were in their youth.
Right, because I remember it was the other kid, Drake, was the heartthrob.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He wanted that.
Crazy.
He's just going for that, forbidden fruit then.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, well, thank you very much for all the emails and such. You can always send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. I'm going to go take a big, long piss.
I bet she's still in there.
Probably, yeah.
You earn it.
You're going to have to go to the ladies' room.
Yeah, if she is still in there, it's, yeah.
You respect the fact that she wants to clean the bathroom so great.
But, yeah, I mean, at this point, what are we doing?
Who dirtied it?
Yeah.
That she would have to be in
Why
there
is it
this
that
long.
dirty? Yes. All right, y'all, have a great weekend. We'll see you later.